Welcome to the Eskimo experience. Battery level 120%, firing mode, frosty.
Brother Jones, with episode 3 of the Eski Couch with my brother Timmy. How are you, my man?
Yeah, good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, good. You had a good week?
Another week.
Another week?
Another week where we didn't make it to training. Just got a bit too hot here, and everyone decided we'll give it one more week, and then that's it. No more weekends off.
Well, even though Mike set up the field out at Action, I spent my weekend at the beach. So you inspired me last week with our chat. So I've been hitting it up as much as I can. So
yeah, I was down there myself. It's a place to be.
Yeah. So someone else who knows a bit about beaches, and we'll welcome our Queensland connection, brother Nick. Welcome, mate.
Welcome, brothers. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Good, buddy. Definitely the beach expert.
Oh yeah, mate. I'm loving the coast, working on the coast. I mean, it's a tough life, but some of us have to enjoy it.
That's it. How far away are you from the beach up there?
About 400 metres, mate.
Yeah, that's tough.
So it's hard life.
Yeah. And yourself, Timmy, how far is your travel to the beach?
5-10 minutes.
Yeah. I found out last week that a trip to the beach for me was an hour each way. And the first way we went, I went with the cook, and the first way we went cost me $22 in tolls, so we didn't go that way again. So
it's worth the trip, though, isn't it?
100%. It was well worth it. Being a Tamworth boy, it's still quicker than the drive to the beach used to be when I'd go to the beach. Quick trip over to Coffs Harbour from Tamworth was 3.5 hours each way. So you could do it in a day. So it was doable, but yeah.
It's a write-off, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So we did decide to get Nick to come in. So those of you that don't know Nick, Nick is the captain of the Eskimo Nation team, our other pro squad. So Nick has decided to jump on board with this. We were going to get Macca. Timmy and I did have a pretty good chat about it, and we figured that'd be the last chat we ever have if we had Macca in here. So,
we need to be able to get a word in edgewise, since Nick's the best option on that front.
I'll let you guys have your airtime. That's all it's about.
We appreciate that.
No worries. I'm sure Mac is a bit busy,
Yeah, just got
fingers in all the pies up here. So he's stretched thin, isn't he?
He is, and not to mention just getting that Monaro back. He wouldn't have much spare time now anyway.
Be at the tyre shop buying new ones, I would imagine.
He better be.
couple sets in the next couple of weeks.
100%.
Yeah.
Righto. We'll start off quickly, and we'll get this chat out of the way. I caught up with Michael Whybrew at Action Paintball. Today is Monday. I caught up with him on Monday. We're going to bounce this out pretty quick, so we'll try and get this live tomorrow, guys, so people have all the info. I'm going to quickly cut to that chat with Mike, and then we'll come back and we'll have a chat about dates and stuff, because Michael gave us a full calendar for Action Paintball out at Yarramundi, which included the Super Sevens dates, so it's pretty exciting. So here's my chat with Mike, and we'll be back in a bit.
Righto, so it's Brother Jones. I'm down here at the paintball shop with the man himself. Michael, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good to see you too.
Yeah, likewise. So not many people know, but Michael is an Eskimo brother. So, Brother Michael, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brother Nathan.
So we just thought we'd come down, and actually we've been talking. Everyone's been asking the questions. What's happening? Is there paintball? Are there going to be dates? What the go is? So I thought I'd come and get it from the horse's mouth, for want of a better term. And here we are.
Yeah, well.
I know.
We'll say these are estimated dates.
Yeah, there's asterisks.
Yeah, asterisks, terms, conditions.
Yeah.
Patent pending, etc. like that. Just, hopefully, if they don't lock us down again, we can go ahead with all these things.
Cool.
So,
well, let's start it. Let's get underway.
Yeah, so as everyone knows, we knocked down our hyperball field last week and finally set up the pad and everything for the SUP Air, which the guys had a bit of a run on. Now, if anyone saw my terrible live stream that I did the other day, not the one where the phone was in my pocket and
Did you do a pocket live stream?
I did a pocket live stream. I had everyone ringing me going, you're live streaming. So you would have seen a blackness and then my face going, what's going on, and backwards. We've flattened it all. We've put nice topsoil over the top of it, so it looks really brown, but it's actually all grass underneath. And we're going to be, the next couple of weeks, going to be smashing it with water, and hopefully most of the grass come through, plus grass seed, and keep mowing it so it thickens up and everything. So we're going to be really doing our best in the next, 6 to 8 weeks of, if the sun's out, we should be able to have a pretty nice lawn going there, 100% ready to roll for our events as they come up.
It's the right time of year to be doing it too. So it is a growing season. So
yeah, I would have liked to have been doing it in December, but no plan survives first contact with the enemy, and every sort of delay you can think of, we've encompassed. You
pretty
know
much.
yourself,
I feel you.
firsthand, So the main thing is now the SUP air is there; it's ready to roll. For the Super Sevens, we're going to make the first event the DLX Cup.
Yep.
Basically, it's normally HK. We start with HK each year, but I've got a brand new DLX field, as you know, beautiful,
nice,
purple one.
It's beautiful
We've
colours.
been holding on to for a year now, because we got it in for the DLX Cup last year, and then with everything shutting down, it never got used. So we're going to start off
nice, fresh,
brand new field, really smick on our hopefully very nicely grassed,
which will be good.
Yeah. So we are gonna start off before that. Obviously, we're doing a reduced season this year because of everything that's happening, and I will say with the first round for the Super Sevens, which is going to be in May at this stage.
Yep.
If we can't get our WA teams and players over, we can't get our New Zealand contingencies over, then we'll probably be cancelling the first event.
Yeah.
Again, same thing.
I guess this begs the question. I've been asked this question by a lot of people. Even if the pros can't make it, is there a chance of running the AMs and the NOVs still? Because legitimately the AMs guys, there's no one from out of state that comes and runs in that.
Yeah, you could say that, but even semi-pro, we've got
semi-pro. You suffer a bit.
Well, look, we could probably do that. If we don't, I think if we're going to do Super Sevens, I know John's in the same situation. We're going to do Super Sevens. We want to be able to do it for everybody. If we can't do something properly, we don't do it at all. If we can, I just think. So if we don't do Super Sevens in May because of lockdowns and we can't travel interstate, we can't now right now.
Yeah.
Then we'll just do other events for all the local teams. We'll have other things to do, cheap one-day events, just so people can play, whether it's scenario or tournament or whatever. So, for the local teams, if we can't do our big national and international stuff, we'll certainly just go back to doing local
stuff.
So there'll be stuff for people to play.
Very good. Cool.
So with that in mind, we're going to start off early this year. Hopefully, again, disclaimer, 7th of February, we're going to do a 7-man. It's only one division. Everybody and anybody can play.
You and 6 mates.
Yeah, you and 6 mates. 15 BPS ramp. Nice. So for the electro guys, and just return flag, okay? So just a real simple one-day event. That's going to be on the 7th of February, which is about 3 and a bit weeks' time.
Yep.
We'll get entries out later this week, and I was going to say, because single day, we're probably going to limit it as well to 8, maybe 10 teams.
Yep.
But I'd probably say 8, just to give people a bit of a chance to play, and then we're going to back it up 2 weeks later with our first Total War out at Yarramundi,
which will be good.
Yes. We can go a lot louder with our bangs at Yarramundi because it's a bit further back. So there'll be a lot more.
Not so much residential.
No, and a lot. Yeah, like I said, a lot bigger booms.
Yeah, nice.
So, so it should be pretty cool. You should be able to feel it as well as hear it when they go off.
So 7th of February, 7-man, centre flag. That's a lot of. Lucky you didn't make it 17 BPS. And then 21st Total War 1. Out at Yarra. So this is exciting.
Yeah, so hopefully we can cover both bases for both scenario and tournament guys.
Everyone get a fix.
And also we put our thing back because I was really going to do it towards the end of January, but I put it back because the Bush Pigs have got a big thing on at Paintball Place at Kilnura. Yeah. Free plug.
31st.
31st of January. So we moved our actual tournament back a week just to keep it simple there, it's a week after, so a week later.
Nice.
Okay. And then in March, we're going to do something a little bit different, and the goal is to webcast this event.
Nice.
And it's going to be 15-man.
Nice.
Only 2 teams, city versus country.
Yeah, tidy.
Yeah, so more details to follow soon. I think you put your hand up to be the country
captain. Country boy at heart.
Good. So it should be interesting. So it'll be a good test. We'll be able to get a good test out of our webcast with, because we're pretty much going. I think at this stage the plan is 4K cameras right across the thing for Super Sevens. So it won't be. It's couple hours of games for for the teams, and that'll be it pretty much. Just a bit of thing, but it'll all be
hit and giggle.
Yeah,
that'll be good. So if there's anyone from country that wants to play that, and just remember, Richmond, Windsor, that's country in my books. So flick me a message.
Automatically country. Oh no, sorry, bro, you got to play on our team. Okay, yeah. That seems legit. That seems
just like Dubbo's in Queensland.
Yeah. Oh, the old state of origin. Yeah, okay. That's always come back to bite me in the bum.
Yeah,
I'm going, oh, yeah, it'll be all right. No problem. Oh. For some people, it did kind of take it to the next level.
Not at all, mate.
WA, in particular, they had more Queenslanders than Queensland.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's exciting. So 15-man City Country, March 14th.
Yes.
Tidy.
And then our second Total War at this stage, we're planning for April 11th. Sunday,
Nice.
The one day. And then obviously, everything going.
This is where everyone crosses the fingers. So if you're at home watching, cross fingers now, cross eyes, cross legs.
It was like 3 months away, 4 months away. Like I said, we'll do our DLX on the May weekend. So we're gonna, and because it's a single field now, we're going to do it over 3 weekends.
Yep.
So again, it'll be amateur and novice will be on the same weekend. So we'll have the
AMs on Saturday.
So that'll be the 1st of May.
Yep.
Novice will be on the Sunday, the 2nd of May. Semi-pro will be 9th and 10th of May, the following weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
And then the pro division will be 15th, 16th and 17th of May.
Yeah, baby.
The weekend after. So that's the plan. Should make it a bit easier for everybody as well. So, but it will lose a little bit of atmosphere because there's not lots of teams powering, but yeah.
Still
final
cool.
numbers, details, entries, all that sort of stuff is still
up in the air.
Yeah, we're still
Watch this
finalising
space.
all that, what we're going to be doing. But that's the dates at least. So, and I'll be putting these all up. I think they'll be on PBHQ tonight as well.
Yep.
And we'll be putting them up on our pages and everything as well for people to see if they can look into it. And like I said, these are still semi-written in pen. But the ink's
I've got a printout.
The ink's not dry. If you rub it, it might rub off. Okay, so that gets round 1 out of the way.
Done.
Cool.
Woo.
And if everything's still going, the world hasn't ended. June 6th.
Yep.
Total War 3.
Nice.
Okay. And then, of course, my favourite. Where is it?
Quick. Jesus.
I'll just place this over here.
Timmy's trophy.
Yeah. Timmy's trophy, yep. God bless him. And look at all those SWAT recons everywhere, mate.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's crazy. You'd almost think
anybody.
The team that the owner of the field who runs the event. It's rigged. 100%.
It's fully rigged.
What's SWAT stand for again?
Yeah, still wiping at tournaments. All right. So the little shield will be up again come July 11th. Yarra 10-man classic mechanical, and
which is always a fun event.
Yeah, absolutely. So I see if anyone can, knock them off, mate. I mean, will they make it 4 in a row?
I know how busy Adam is. I don't think he's got time to make another sticker. This way you can just keep printing them out.
That's what we do. We save money.
Yeah, exactly.
Save money. We've got a whole sticker sheet of them. Stick another one on. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
And then obviously into August, HK Army Classic.
Yep.
So same thing, it'll be amateur on Saturday the 8th, novice on the 7th.
7th?
I think it's back to front.
But
that's wrong. So 7th and 8th. So
amateur the 7th, novice on the 8th.
Yep. And semi-pro on the 14th and 15th of August, pro on August 20 to 22nd.
Which would be good.
Yeah, which should be good.
Hopefully by that time everything's sort of settled down.
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully we can get all our imports and all that. That'll be awesome.
Which will be good.
So yeah, be very cool. September 19th is the final Total War for the day. So we're finishing Total War a lot earlier this season.
Yep.
Because we've got something else planned in after the Masters, so, but which we'll leave it. Don't tell anybody.
Either way, I'm all for that because hour-long games in December are a killer.
It's pretty hard, hardcore. And then the Masters, Planet Eclipse Masters is the November weekend. So amateur on the 13th, novice on the 14th of November.
Yep.
Semi-pro 21st, and then the pro division, which I've written down as novice.
Nice.
Really
what are you trying to say, man? That's not cool.
You guys suck. Okay. The pro division will be the November 26th to 28th.
Yeah, tidy. So there is some overlap with the NXL in the US, but that's okay because it's on that Novs AMS weekend, so it won't affect too much there. Yep. Once again, hoping that the US imports can make it for that one, and all the world's calm down.
It'd be awesome.
Which will be sweet.
Would be sweet. Confidence is not high.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
All good.
Cup is half full with a hole in the bottom of it right
exactly.
now. So,
and one halfway up just in case.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all good. So we've got some dates locked down, which is awesome. Hopefully everyone can do their bit. And we can actually get to play the events, which will be a big one.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
First event up, as we said, February 7th, 7-man at 15. Damn, it should have been 17 BPS, man. It just worked.
7.
At 15 BPS, you can try and run 17 if you want. It's your call.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, we will never get past it.
Yeah.
He won't know.
He'll be playing.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
No, hopefully. Well, I've got to let the boys know as well. So.
So if you're a ref and you're watching this, save those dates.
Yeah. Well, they'll all be playing the week before, so they should be right ready to go out and
exactly
get shot up again without a gun.
Exactly. Just be cannon fodder.
All
good.
If they do any like dirty cheating and shit like that at the Bush Pigs one, you can just shoot them while they're in the white uniforms on the following weekend. Yeah, sweet.
You can wipe that one. You can wipe
that. Yeah, wipe that.
All good.
No, don't do that. That's bad. We never suggest shooting Yowie. You better run it into him.
Just play Total War. You get to shoot him heaps anyway.
Yeah,
never aim for the head.
Yeah.
So, all good. All right. Well, I want to say thank you for this. Thanks for having a chat with us for the Eski couch, brother Michael.
Yep. Even though there's no couch, rip off.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. Normally I do this over the
I was in your side. I heard something about a casting couch. It's been a long time.
Unfortunately, the old couch got left at Rouse Hill, and apparently it's no more.
No more.
No more.
Yeah, it got.
Yes. Sorry, Timmy.
Yeah, sorry, but it was pretty feral.
Oh yeah, that hard.
I wouldn't have sat on it.
No. Last time I moved it weighed a ton because it had been raining.
Soaked. It was fully soaked.
All good. Cool. All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks for this. And this will be going up. Yeah, in the next couple of days.
Yep.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks, mate.
No worries, buddy. Thanks.
Cheers.
All right, so that was Mike down. I caught up with him at the paintball shop. That was our little chat about everything. We're just going to ramp through it now. And speaking of ramping, the exciting one, well, it's not really exciting, 7-man return flag. So it's not even take the flag to the other end, get it back to your home base. You're not even scoring tries with the flag. But at least it is 15 BPS, so that'll be a bit of fun.
Return flag's still old school, man.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and 7-man's making a comeback now too, isn't it? Like a lot of fields getting around that 7-man.
It just, I guess the whole idea is it gets more people playing, and that's not a bad thing.
Well, we're seeing shortened seasons all over the place. Like, it's just the nature of things. So it's a good opportunity for fields and organisers just to try some different things, like throw the 3-mans, the 7-mans, the 15-mans we're about to get to.
Yeah, I noticed up here in Queensland too, the 7-man, there's just a lot of opportunity for like the new players coming in to just run with a squad of like the experienced people to get those just those playing hours and those playing tips as well. So it's good to see like those guys jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
When we did the Eski Cup, last year at Action, 7-man, we had some people that, like a guy who'd been playing ANS jumped in and played with us, for a couple of points, and for him, like we ran that squad, we had Ben and Carl Simpson and J-Rab playing with us, and it was good for him to be able to run with those guys and just, which is good. It's always good. So
it gives them the confidence too, doesn't it? Try stuff knowing that there's a real big gun behind them to stop them getting murdered as well.
100%. And in that game, like Jesse, all kudos to him, Jesse Plocky, he ran down the Dorito side, stabbed 2 guys and hung the flag. He was chuffed.
Nice.
He was
Shout out to Plucker.
So, so that's it. So 7-man, we it's going to be what it is. It's good that it's there. It's good February 7th, like that's not at, what's that, 2.5
3 weeks? 3 weeks away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which is good. There is that game up at Kalnura on the 31st where the Bush Pigs are having a bit of a day up there, which will be good. I'm going to try and head up to that one. Coffs Harbour got cancelled, so
yeah, which I'm not too upset about that because that means that I might actually be able to come play it
in April.
Yeah, let us Queenslanders come down and play.
I was looking forward to it. I've been plugging it all year, hadn't I, Timmy?
Yeah, no, you've been hanging.
It's a great event to start the year too. For beautiful field, great people out there.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, you want a nice little novelty, easy way into the season if you can, as opposed to the traditional round one, like early February, get your ground running with the 7s.
Yeah,
that's it. So I do I love the field. It's like I legitimately say it's one of the best surfaces on the East Coast. It's the best surface I've ever played on. It's just beautiful. I mean, they get 4 metres of rainfall a year at Coffs Harbour. It's just always soft and it's always beautiful.
And those designs, those layouts that he comes up with too, Pete. A little brainchild there.
there is nothing traditional about a layout he does. Not one man. Like he had the meat grinder up the centre of the field, 2 snakes one year. Like he had a field with no snake, like it was just Doritos both side one. Because shitters didn't want to play on the snake. Anyway, we digress. Righto, so February 7th, 7-man, 15 BPS, return flag, single point, which will be pretty cool. 21st of February, the first Total War. Once again, I'll be doing general duty, so it's probably a bit hard for you boys to come down. But if any of the other Eskimos that are going to jump in, register on the UEF. We always play on the UEF. That way we can shoot the refs, because the bush pigs play on the SASR. So, which is they're always a good fun event. There's nothing like big game scenario. Like hour-long games is good fun. So
sounds like Mike's got a few big things planned with that one, especially with the Yarramundi location as well.
Yeah, like when I was talking to him about it, he was really excited about the pyro. Now the pyro he normally has is pretty epic. Like there's, like I remember D-Day, and the video, like if you haven't seen it, jump on Action's YouTube. There's a video clip of a guy running out of the boats. The explosion goes off, and he just stops and he just shits himself. And then you just see all this dirt fall over him, like it's crazy. So if you've never played a Total War at Action, you need to make the effort and get there for one. Last year, a couple of guys, was it last year or the year before? Maybe the year before. A couple of guys come up from South Australia to play one.
That's
travelled
awesome.
up from South Australia, play a Total War, travel back the next day. The Murcott boys.
Definitely on our bucket list up here in Queensland, getting a few guys down there.
Yeah. You have to do it. So we've got 4. There's 4 of them out there this year, which is good. So once they open up those borders, it might be worthwhile.
Yeah, nice little day trip. I haven't played at Yarramundi yet, actually. So that'll be a nice little first as well.
Yarra's good. Like I don't mind Yarra. It's like it is a bit out of the way, like it is out of Sydney. But it is cool. It's a good little setup. So
yeah, awesome.
Cool. March 14, City Country, 15 man.
That's going to be interesting.
Going to be hectic.
That's going to be fun, mate. Good luck policing that.
Oh man, it's going to be mayhem. 2 sets of walls and centre bunkers. Like it's going to be chaos. So we did. I brought it up with Mike that like for country, the line has to be Windsor. Windsor's out of Sydney, man. So we sort of made that. And I sent a few messages today trying to justify people that should be playing on the country team. So
it's not going to be like the old State of Origin where all of those Victorians are playing Queensland.
Tamworth is in Queensland, man.
Yeah.
I've still got my Queensland jersey, and I'm quite proud.
So isn't there a border like halfway through the country, and it's like you lot on that side and us on this side?
Yeah, exactly.
You all kind of blur together.
We're all the same, mate.
Yeah, that's it. So, but it should be good. I'm assuming we're going to be going 15 BPS on that as well, seeing as it's going to be webcast. Mike loves his 15 BPS. So.
Or even uncapped on that one. Imagine the mayhem then.
Uncapped semi, or just uncapped ramp.
Uncapped ramp. Let it rip.
That would be chaos. It's going to be chaos anyway. Like, mate, trying to get 15 people at the start gate's going to be mayhem. So.
You'll need a wall as the start gate.
I was going to say, a couple of start gates side by side.
100%. Or even just start on the back line. Anywhere on the back line, fellas. Barrels pointing backwards. Good luck. So.
It's not a bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah. I reckon that had to be the way to go.
That'd be great to see on the webcast too. So.
Yeah, like it, and talking to Mike about the setup for that, like 4K cameras everywhere, and it's going to be, they're going to have high vantage point on posts out there, which will save them getting shot, Timmy. Hopefully we won't.
Yeah.
If they're up that extra little bit of height.
Well, and that's the thing. 7's realistically for a limited amount of guys working that has always had one of the better webcasts in the world. Like they really do push even the Go Sports to the level. Obviously that's a big band. Like it's not a big crew, but it's a bigger crew than what 100%. The guys do with the 7s. It's pretty impressive to see what they pull off with it. So sounds like they're trying to even improve that.
The setup for 7s is 4 guys, and that's 4 guys setting it up. And then once it's up and running, there's 1 guy running it. Connolly's the only bloke doing anything on that unless a camera goes down and then Nathan has to get out there and fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just phenomenal. And just for them to be going 4K everywhere on this new one, like that's pretty cool. Which will be
Hope the internet connection's a pretty decent one out there.
Yeah, they run satellite out there, so which is pretty sweet. So I think, from what those guys had done with webcast before World Cup, last World Cup, I reckon their webcast shit all over Go Sports.
Well, the fact that it's free too, that's next level, and just getting eyes on paintball.
100%.
I'm just sure the numbers that Mike gets in would be astronomical.
Oh, huge. Huge. And that's, and the fact that it is free, the fact that it's always there, is massive. And it's kudos to them that they do that. And it's been free forever. And it is just quality. I'm just going to have I'm just jumping on here quickly. And we'll pull some numbers just for a laugh.
I say, because it's not even really the live, the current live view. It's the rewatches. It's the people that fall across it randomly later on that it has its great value.
Exactly, and that's it's the fact. It is proper growing the game. If you're not charging for it, it is proper.
It's exposure.
Growing the game.
Well, I've just found it's the easiest way. Non-players to it. I'll be talking to obviously I'm a teacher, and I'll be talking to some of the kids at school, and what do you do? And then I'll pull up one of the YouTube videos and say, this is what it is. It's not us running around the bush. It's a full-fledged, it's pretty hectic, and they're all super interested. And we've got an AMS team off the back of that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
but if they didn't have the webcast, it'd be quite tough.
It'd be lost, yeah. And that's, I always find when I explain paintball to people that I say we play on a football field with these blow-up bunkers. People are like, what? You're not running around the bush? I'm like, no. Here, watch this. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. So it's only going to be a couple of hours, so it's not going to be massive, and it'll be there for everyone to watch later on, which will be cool.
Yeah. Good little test run for the new setup.
Yeah,
help find some teething.
Yep.
Which has to bring us to the day. This has to bring us to the dates that everyone wants, isn't it?
Oh no, we've got to draw it out a little bit longer. April 11th, Total War 2. Righto, that's done. Super Sevens round 1.
This is what we want to hear. This is
what we want. Super Sevens round 1, amateur May the 1st, novice May the 2nd. So because they're only single day events, they run them on the same weekend. As Mike said, there's only one field there. Mate, it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah. Semi-pro, May 9th and 10th, which gets those guys back up there. Unfortunately for the semi guys, they miss out on being there the same weekend as the pros. But once again, it is what it is. You want to be there when the pros are there? Start handing the pro team. Super Sevens, DLX Cup Pro, May 14, 15, 16, which is cool. Not far away. We're 4 months. 4 months.
Yeah, it's creeping up.
Well, it's good too because now we've got something to train to. So maybe it'll force you to get out to the field there, Timmy.
100%. That was the discussion. This is the longest we've had off in 14 years. This break that we've had from training, we're 6 weeks, 7 weeks maybe.
Well, I don't know about you. If you don't have something to train to, it's a bit harder to get that motivation level up, especially when it's so hot.
Definitely. We've always. Fun. Sorry, Jonesy.
Go. No, you're right, man. Go.
I was going to say we've always trained week in, week out, no matter what, with SDK. So that's just part of our routine. But yeah, we always had something we were training towards getting to, whether it be with our separate teams for the sevens, so obviously when we come over and play with you guys and SWAT and whatnot, or whether it's Singapore, Millennium, whatever. We always had a goal. Always had something to train towards. So yeah, having dates, something else to aim towards again. Definitely helps on that front.
Yeah, you got to have something to work towards. Otherwise, you're just going through the motions, And that's, I've just been playing. I haven't trained. I haven't ran a drill, since round 1. I haven't ran a drill. I haven't done any of that. But I've just been playing as much as I can. Apart from that little break between August and now, But now we're back. So. Bringing on that, they've you had the hyperball field cleared. We were talking about it last week, Timmy, where we were saying they're going to get out there and do it. This is what happened. I got the story off Mike. Everyone said there's a lot of topsoil on the field, right? This is the story. They moved the hyperball. It got tore up by the bobcat, as you can expect, right? Good as gold. The bloke that owns the property, Bill, great guy, absolutely all for Mike and paintball, and does anything he can to help out there, right? Brings a tipper of dirt up onto the field. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of moisture in the centre of the field where the centre bunkers were. The tipper sunk to the diff.
So she's got a bit of passion. I mean, it's still like they leveled it out really well. Mike's live stream, not his pocket one, but his actual live stream actually. It's like sure, it looked a bit brown, but I mean, hell, we top dressed over here in WA, and we've been dealing with the sand from that. Look, the way grass grows over your side of the country, that'll be green pretty quick. Yeah, and that's the hardest problem they're going to have is keeping the water up to it. You know, and if they can get enough water on it at this time of the year, mate, that place it'll just boom, it'll just go. You know, like you look at Masters, like the Masters we didn't have the year before, how the field recovered. I'd put so much water on that, and that was in September, October leading up to it. And it was so hard to get shit to grow at that time of year because it's coming into that growing season. But now we're on the tail end of the growing season. If they get enough water on it, it'll boom out there. They did take a lead out of that tipper sinking up to the diff, and they put ag line under there, so it's got drainage all through the centre of the field now. No, that's awesome. Like, make the most out of it. That's great.
Mike never does anything halfway, does he?
No.
He always goes 100%, so that's going to be great.
If the problem has to be fixed, he fixes it right. He doesn't fuck around once it has to be fixed. And that's awesome that they've done that. And they've put the drainage in there, which hopefully that'll save us some of the problems we had at round one last year, where where we'll run up to our knees in slop.
Yeah, running's generous.
Running was the overstating it. I think there wasn't much running happened in that. So.
Not at all.
So it's all exciting. It's all exciting. Righto. So June 6th, Total War 3 done. July 11th, Yarra 10-man. So that's the classic tournament. Uncapped mechanical. If you've got a mechanical, shoot as fast as you can. If you don't have a mechanical, cap your gun at 6 BPS, and you can shoot anything you want, which is cool. I like that idea. They're Timmy Montrese's rules for the ICC. So and that's it's a pretty big event over here, that one. So which is good. I'm excited for that. I did like that Mike took my bait when we had our little chat about what SWAT stands for. He was right in that. So that was good. It's always good to have a little bit of a laugh. So round 2, HK Army Classic. Once again, amateur August 7th. Novice will be August 8th. And then semi August 14th, 15th. Pro Division 20th, 21st, 22nd of August, which is good. Once again, these are all, we made the point when I chatted to Mike, they're all tentative, but lock them in. If they're going ahead, this is when they'll be. Don't book your flights, but start saving for your paint bill.
Yeah. Look, I think the greatest thing out of this is adapted as best they can to the current situation, but he still managed to keep these nice little bit of a gap between each of these rounds of the sevens. Lets you sort of rebuild some finances, have some time away, then come back to it again fresh.
Yep. And a lot of this too, he tries to take into what other people have booked in as well. So we'll touch on more events next week of what's going through and what else is happening around the grounds. But he tries to take that into consideration when he does it too, which is good. September 19th, there's a bit of a lull between round 2 and round 3. There's not much happening. There's just one total walk, September 19 in New South Wales. And then we're back for Planet Eclipse Masters. Amateur, November 13, novice, November 14, semi 20, 21st, and then Pro Div 26 to the 28th, 26, 27th, 28th, which is good. A little bit of overlap with the novice and AMs playing on the NXL weekend, which is, it's always going to happen, NXL US that is. which is good. Hopefully, you know, I don't think the US pros are going to be here for round one. I think that's going to be a stretch. Hopefully they open it up and we can get them over for that sort of round two, if not round two, round three at least get them over for one of them.
Yeah, look, I mean, you just got to. No one can even guess at this stage. I mean, conservatively, you'd think maybe Masters. I mean, hopefully, yeah, sure. Earlier in the year would be great. It'd be nice to see the guys again. But
yeah,
I think there was another article today saying basically they're not expecting normal international travel to start up properly until next year.
Yeah, true.
I think we're a long way off.
I mean, we're potentially going to see a season without any of the US pros in, but then that has its own opportunities right there.
I think it'd be quite interesting, like, because there's only been, how many teams have actually run a whole season without a US pro. So it'll actually be interesting to see what, our Australian backyard has cultivated as Australian professionals.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be good, and it'll be a test of who the true, who the best in Australia is, which will be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm keen as mustard for what the year has ahead. I know you boys are keen as well, Nick.
Super keen.
Timmy, you're keen as mustard.
Definitely.
It's going to be a good year. There's going to be plenty of paintball to be had. I'm really excited that there's dates. You hit the nail on the head, Timmy. You've got to have something to work towards, and otherwise you're going through the motions. And mate, it's good.
Well, the great thing out of this means now I had tentative-ish sort of ideas for dates for WA, but means I can now sort of get them squared away, confirm them with Brad at the local field, and we'll be able to get them out next week as well, or this coming week, hopefully.
It'll be nearly every event sorted then for Australia. Shut your calendars, everyone.
You'll just need to print it out, leave it on the fridge so the missus knows what you're up to.
Just hide the credit card bill, though. That's all you need to do.
Yes. Secret squirrel, mate.
You just find one that plays. That's how I got lucky with it.
Oh, yeah.
So I get to go spend the money. She can play the local ones.
Easy as.
Gold. Cool. Righto, so we better go to a Who's That Eskimo. So without further ado, we'll shoot off to that, and this is our Who's That Eskimo for the week.
Who's that Eskimo?
It's Michael!
Woohoo! So you wouldn't tell by the look on his face, but he just come back from a spew. It's been just warmed up at the end of the day, hasn't it, my man?
A little bit, yeah.
So we're down at the Wagga 3-man. What team did you play on today?
MGM Grand.
MGM Grand. So they took the punt and they come away with a few wins, which was good. He's played some good paintball. It was good to see. How did you find the event?
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah?
Feels good.
Is this the first time you've been to Wagga?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it is a good event. Nice fun event, which is good. Position on the field? Snake. Loves it. And you were getting some tips off Simo today, one of the Asylum boys, and he was sort of talking you through a couple of things to do, wasn't he? Which is good.
Yeah, Simo and Wade and Billy over at Wicked Assassins.
Yeah. It's always good to have guys that are willing to tell you stuff, and it's really good to watch when players take it on. Like, Simo gave him a little tip about how to position his pods. Next point he went out and his pods were put that way, which is cool that you did that, which is cool. Favourite player to shoot in the face?
You.
Me. You got me a couple of times today too. I got you the last one, but which is good. So it was good fun. And yeah, biggest tip for someone starting out?
Get into it.
100%. Shoot people.
100%.
Yes.
Time's the best.
Game time's the only time. Yeah. All good. All right. Well, thanks for spending a couple of seconds with us, brother. And we'll talk to you soon.
100%.
Go Spew again.
Okay. So that was our Who's That Eskimo. That was Michael. He plays out of Sydney. He's had a pretty gifted sort of run at his paintball, the young fella. I forgot all about this. His gun that he shoots was actually given to him by a bowler who, he shoots an E-Tech 5, and Jamie Hua, if you're listening, you're a legend, mate, gave him the gun. And all he had to do was pay the transfer of the gun into his name, which was pretty sweet, Michael was just sort of getting into it at that point. And Jamie had bought a Lux X, and he had a Lux Ice as well. So he didn't really need the E-Tech 5. And he said, do you know any Eskimos getting in? We're like, yeah, this fella. So that was pretty sweet. I forgot all about that.
Awesome.
So Michael's making moves. He's actually stepping up his paintball this year. So he'll be going from AMS into semi-pro this year, which will be good. And playing on a team with some some good guidance to really help grow him in his paintballing, which is good.
No, that's good. It's nice to hear someone's getting in and hungry enough to take those big bites.
Yeah, and that, like I mentioned it to him, and he said to me, "Oh, do you think I'm good enough?" And I said, "Look, I think you've got the right mentality to listen to what people tell you, and that's going to make you good enough." Which was good. And his advice that he gave in that was just do it. So it would just get into it. So I'm glad he took his own advice.
Yeah,
he's going to have a.
Well, and staying humble enough too. Like, he is a humble guy, so that's the only going to further his journey too under the Eskimos that he's playing with in semi. So that'd be great.
Yeah, it's going to be good. He's got a bit of a future ahead of him, so which is good. And for a big, he's a pretty tall guy. Like I'm 5'10", 5'11". He's up there, and he gets down there and plays the snake. He's doing all right.
Definitely.
It should be good. And I love people that take advice, like we've sort of spoke about this ourselves, and it's good when you can give people all the advice in the world, but if they're not going to listen and take it on board, you start to wonder what you're doing. And I love people that, take that straight away, which is good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that might be us for episode 3. I think we're up there. Episode 3, and the team has become 3. So
3 with 3.
3 with 3.
Happy to be here, fellas.
Mate, we're glad you could join us, mate. You saved us from Macca, so we appreciate that. And we're going to have to get a bigger couch, mate. So
that's right. I can't wait to be on the real Eski couch soon, eh? Now those dates are in.
But yeah, it's exciting times, that's one thing I've missed is seeing all the boys and, getting the family together for a big cook-up, so I'm
100%.
keen for it all to happen again, and, it's going to be exciting times. A good year ahead for the Eskimos. Plenty of trophies for the Eskimos this
Plenty more, eh?
Definitely.
100%. So we just won't be reversing that 1-2. We'll just keep it like that.
We'll see how we go. I got mine up here as a reminder that that's not going to happen again. We'll get that number 1 next.
It's all good, mate. So you've got to get a couple of seconds before the first. So it's all good, mate.
We're following your footsteps. We're following your footsteps, eh?
Yeah. 2 seconds and then the first. You got 1 more to go.
Hopefully, a few more seconds than that.
Yeah. We'll see. May 14. That's when we're
May 14. Well, we'll let you win on May 14. We're going to win on May 16. How's that?
Kind of how it worked out last time, wasn't it?
That's how it worked out last time, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Always losing preliminaries, mate. You'll win the final. So.
Take a note.
I think it was, in that, speaking of that, we were talking, I think it was Chad that made that point that not many teams that win the preliminary match win the final. When they face off again. Just if you go on pure numbers game, it doesn't happen that often.
Well, look at Crisis, They smacked us around in the prelims and, we managed to get the upper hand in that first semi-final. So, yeah.
Yep. And that's, it tends to happen that way. So
it's the old cliche, but finals is a different game.
Totally
100%,
different.
100%. But, don't read into that too much and throw every game in the prelims and I hope you win the finals. So.
You got to get into the finals,
Yeah, that's it. All good. Cool. All right, boys. Eskimo Couch, episode 3 done. 3 in the bag. We'll keep this number of 3 guys doing it, and we'll get around the grounds next week. We'll chat about Queensland next week, and we'll chat about WA's plans.
Awesome.
And we're good to go. Sweet. All right, boys. Well, you guys have a good week.
See you next week.
Thanks for checking in.
I'll see you boys next week.
See you then.
Take it.
Powering off.